There is actually different weaponry, finally, for a jet. It already starts with a main weapon. We can decide between the normal, so to speak, faster bullets, and then we also have a slower bullet variant that just does a bit more damage to vehicles. I already find this distinction very good, so one ammo type or one main gun is better for dogfighting, and the other one is better if you want to shoot at vehicles, and is not so good for faster targets because the bullets are slower. We also have secondary weaponry for the pilot. On one hand, we have the normal air-to-air missile, as we've known it for the whole time in Battlefield 6 now. But then we have a new option, namely the auto-guided, and that is an anti-radar missile that targets vehicles with anti-air missile systems, essentially. So you can use that to shoot at AAs, for example, and it then automatically locks on them. That's how I understood it, but we're moving on quickly because we can now also select two different types of equipment gadgets, or whatever you want to call it. On one hand, we have cluster bombs. They do exactly what cluster bombs do. We drop them, they split up into several smaller bombs and then explode over a larger area. Very cool. Imagine that in Breakthrough. Now comes the thing I've been wishing for this whole time for this game, or rather for the jets, unguided rockets. Yeah, heavy rockets. So they seem to be the same, or at least similar to the ones we have in the attack helicopter. I don't know, you know unguided rockets. You aim and fire and they fly where you aimed at. No locking, no nothing, just pure aiming. So you just have to aim for yourself. I think that is awesome. I really needed that as a pilot. There will be more videos about that too. I'm definitely going to make a separate video about this jet alone, testing everything. So subscribe if you don't want to miss that. This is just an overview for now, so you know these rockets exist. Now we come to the gunner position. Here there are also several things we can select. First, a completely normal AA missile, as we know it. As I said, you can look around 360 degrees like that from the cockpit and as well from the third-person view. Then secondly, we have a directional jammer. So you look at something and it can't lock onto you then. Ultimately, we already know this type from the Little Bird. It exists for the second seat there too. But there's also a second thing. So this jet is really super strong. We also have an equipment slot for the gunner seat. There we have one. Yeah, you could call it TV-guided missile. So a lot of people wished for that too, that the attack helicopter has something like that, for example. The gunner shoots this bomb. It's a winged bomb, so to speak, and you can just steer it into your target with a camera during the flight. So I think this jet is going to be really insane if you are left alone a bit and can actually use a few of those things. There's also a precision bomb. You have a camera then, there's a target area where you just aim. The bomb falls exactly there, so it's not guided or anything, but you determine where it falls, of course. A totally normal bomb in the end, right? And then it hits there. It can apparently punch through roofs too. But that's definitely the weaponry for the new multi-role jet. So it can just handle several things. Anti-air, anti-vehicle, anti-infantry, everything.